So it is the benefits of XBRL is the generation of the data, then transmitting the data. Once it is available in the XBRL file, we will be able to, at the click of the button, so the transaction, suppose somebody want to come out with an IPO and need the report in a different form, like as we know under ICDR, there is a separate format is there, or we want to do a quarterly reporting under clause 41 of the listing agreement. Now all that will be possible with the exercise done earlier of converting the data, physical data, into XBRL data. Then the major beneficiaries will be the regulators, because they will be able to reconcile, and we will move in a centralized data process. May not be today, but maybe 3 years down the line or 5 years down the line, that data is filed at one place, which is currently there in Singapore, USA, and other countries are preparing that for centralized data. So at one place data will be available, and then those problems, which happens that companies are not available or promoters run away, I think those will be reduced. So the major advantage will be the speed, the efficiency, the saving of the cost. Companies will be the major beneficiaries because it will save the cost. And this XML can be used by players in capital market, in the banking sector, real estate, insurance. Again, if we look at what is there in XBRL and what is in taxonomy, like if you see currently the taxonomy which Ministry of Corporate Affairs is given is they call C&I. It is commercial and industrial companies who will use. As we know, those who are financial report readers or accountants, that when we prepare financial statement of banks, there is a different format. When we prepare financial statements of insurance companies, there is a different format, because the laws are different. For power companies, like 4 category of companies are exempted. If we read there are 5 circulars which MCA is issued. Circular number 9, 26, 37, 43 and 57. So insurance format. When we prepare financial statements of insurance companies, there is a different format, because the laws are different. For power companies, like 4 category of companies are exempted. If we read there are 5 circulars which MCA is issued. Circular number 9, 26, 37, 43 and 57. So insurance companies, non-banking finance companies, power companies and banking companies, because for them taxonomy is still in the development process, and every gap will have a separate taxonomy, because the names will be different. Like what we call plant and machinery, in IFRS it is called property, plant and equipment. We divide fixed assets, investments, though on 1st April there is a change in Schedule 6. We have a new Schedule 6 which is in the current and non-current format, and the definition of current and non-current is given in the new Schedule 6. So the taxonomy will undergo a change. What taxonomy today we are having, there will be a different taxonomy. So in XBRL, there are separate link bases. Any item will have a definition. Like if we say that sundry debtors, so sundry debtor will say it is a part of current asset. And then there are business rules, like in the current taxonomy, there are 395 business rules. Like cash in hand has to be more than 0. So things like that. And then there are references that which accounting standard defines it. So if it is sundry debtors, then maybe it is covered by framework, not by any accounting standard. If it is a contract revenue, then accounting standard pertaining to construction contract, AS7 will apply. So like that, then there is a formulas, there is a context, there are calculations. So if we click on say investments, then there will be a further extension available of short-term investment, long-term investments, and how the presentation. So this is known as a schema, the shape of an item which is in the XBRL. I think we have structured the program in such a manner that there is a live demo of XBRL, how it looks, but I am just trying to explain what is the concept and how we will create an XBRL document. There will be a financial statement, which we can say a company report, balance sheet, profit and loss account, notes, cash flow statement, and there will be a taxonomy. What taxonomy does? Taxonomy will say that fixed assets means plant and machinery, livestock, like this. Current assets means sundry debtors, advances. Investments means investment in shares, debentures, government securities. And then there will be a tagging, mapping of taxonomy. And we will create new tags. We will create XBRL file, like there is a conversion tool. Like various companies, Fujitsu, Iris, Maya, all these have their conversion tool. And then there is a validation tool. So before the financial statements in XBRL is filed with the ministry, they will be validated or those will be checked. And the XBRL document which gets generated, we call it an instance document. Then what these XBRL enabled solutions will do, they will be data models based on open specifications, modifications at domain end, new link basis, and as we will move further, this conversion also will not be required. Perhaps the software, our ERP or the accounting software itself, after preparing the final accounts, will convert into XBRL file, because the tagging and taxonomy will be available, will be a part of that software. So the beneficiaries of XBRL will be regulators, auditors, corporates, equity analysts, investment bankers, credit analysts, investors, and all regulators, stock exchanges. So this is in brief about the concept of XBRL and what are the advantages. But this is one language of the future. If you currently see, the world is catching up fast on the usage of XBRL. We have XBRL International and other countries. Then there is a ICI is taking a lead, like we have a XBRL India, I am a director there. So we are creating a taxonomy for India and how different industries can have a taxonomy usage. If there are any questions when the time is there for Q&A, I'll be able to clarify along with my other moving encyclopedias on XBRL on this concept and advantages. Thank you ASSOCHAM for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with you.